Greetings, mortals, and welcome to another episode of Boba Cafe Simulator. Spoiler alert in this one, I had a small technical issue and forgot to unmute my microphone when I live streamed this, so you're watching some post-facto commentary. So we'll see if I can actually remember what I did on this stuff, but yeah. In the last couple of episodes, if you missed them, we managed to get some lemonade and coffee, and I believe the last time we unlocked the boba, but didn't actually make it. So here's me starting to kind of get my bearings again, because I haven't, by this point, hadn't played for a little bit. So we're gonna go into seeing if I had the materials for the bobas. I think what I was doing here, yeah. And then I remembered I do. It's all on this shelf. I like the shelf. It's cool. I like the interactions, the whole take and pick up box and so forth, but it's a little weird to store the milk there. So I've decided at this point that it's important to have an instruction manual for this stuff. So I wanted to go buy a poster, and then I remembered that I could save a whole $1 and go talk to Mr. Wong over here. Stock up or go light. I'm not your dad. That's right. But that discounted sugar is pretty nice. I think I end up getting a little bit of that. Hey, look at that. The benefit of hindsight. I do find it fascinating that, well, A, I get lost. Nope, other way, dude. There you go. Hey, you found it. Good job, buddy. I love that. Oh, here's one I want to see if I can jump over this barrier. Yay. That even though I buy the stuff directly from Mr. Wong, he still has to have his guy go and deliver it. It's warehousey stuff. That's fine. Now don't put it over there. You're going to end up putting it back by the coffee anyway. And that's going to work out. You guys will see. Hang on. Hey, wait. Should I? Can I put... I'm going to try that next time. Can I put the milk in the fridge with the ice? So this was definitely not clear to me at the time. And frankly, even with the benefit of hindsight, it's not clear to me. Because that still looks like you're supposed to just pour milk in that big container. But what we're ultimately going to do, and what that's telling us, is we need to make some tea. What am I doing? Oh, I was looking for where the recipe is. That's what I was doing. So we're going to make some tea, put that into the big... what's it called? The drink dispenser? I don't know, the 3-liter thing or whatever. Oh, I never paid my bills this whole stream. Spoiler alert, I forgot to pay my bills. So I need to remember to do that too. But you make the green tea, but not just green tea. You actually don't unlock green tea until later in the game. Yes, circle that. See, I mean, obviously I was very vocal about whatever this was. But yeah, so you're going to make some green tea on the stove and then heat up some boba, some tapioca pearls. Nope, just grab one. And I put it in backwards, and there we go. Yeah, boink. So yeah, we're going to put some green tea. Get closer. There we go. We're going to put some green tea in the pot. And then we're going to fill the pot with water. There we go. I didn't realize I was this condescending to my former self. We're going to put that on and turn it on. I don't think that burns at any point. Liquid container, that's just what it calls it. Cool. So yeah, you take your boiling tea. It does not burn. I mean, obviously, it's boiling, so it wouldn't burn, but... Sorry about all the errors. Turns out you just click it once, not a million times. And there you go. You've got your tea in there. And I was thinking maybe I put the milk in there. Nah, it doesn't work. If you don't love seeing somebody struggle with some mechanics, feel free to move on a little bit. But I am going to have some difficulty figuring out how to get the boba stuff working. So I guess it's a blessing in disguise that you don't have to hear me gripe about not understanding what's going on. You just get to hear me gripe about me griping about what wasn't going on, or what was and I wasn't understanding. So I certainly wouldn't say that I can take my experience in this game and go make some boba. So even so far, you just put a packet of green tea on... nope, don't do that. You got to put it in front. There you go. And... nope. Turn it off. Turn it off. It's still draining. No, turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. Whew. That frustrates me. I do not like that mechanic, especially since with everything else. What am I trying to do? Is this where I figure out? Okay, with everything else, like the water in the sink, yeah, I guess it technically overflows, but it's not like it messes with your with the I don't know, amount of water you can get. Anyway, it makes sense why it does what it does, but with everything else being nice and cozy, the fact that you can sort of waste some of that is a little bit not great. All right, here we go. I figured this part out. Yep. Okay, so we get the milk in first. Turn it off. There we go. I don't know if it's a consistent color. See, that I'm kind of curious about. Because that one had a little bit too much milk, but it also doesn't look any lighter. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know that I can cook boba at this point. I certainly wouldn't put an unopened package of tapioca pearls in a pot, fill it with water, and boil it, and then serve it to people. Yeah. I love that little animation. I mean, it doesn't feel like there's a ton of physics stuff in here. Haha, there we go. I think I have solved it by this point in the game. I have made successfully a cup of boba. It's a little too much milk, but we did it. So we've got the green tea, put the pearls and the milk in first, and then fill the rest up with the green tea. Once we're done. I'm trying to remember what I decided that I needed to go buy. I guess we're about to find out. What did I need? Oh, I needed more milk, right. I should have gotten... oh, yeah, I couldn't afford more than one milk. I don't even think I could afford milk at all. Wasn't it $10? See, at this point, not much I can do. I can make a little bit more of that tea, which is nice. Again, it's a little weird. I can't serve the tea on its own. And with the benefit of hindsight, I don't know why I didn't add all three. It doesn't feel like any more customers arrive. It's just that they order a wider variety of things. Having said that, needing to worry about the milk proportions on larger items might be frustrating a little bit. I don't know. Not frustrating, but... yeah, get some more of those pearls in there. I guess... no, I was trying to see if they continued physicsing, because that is really cute. It was neat the way that they just tumbled in there. I didn't notice that had any kind of spoilage thing in it. So I'm guessing the tapioca pearls don't spoil? That is really nice to know. You could absolutely pre-cook a whole bunch of those doofuses. I don't remember about the liquid container, if it spoils, though. One thing to note, if you play this, the coffee grinder does fill up the coffee machine. Doing this, I actually lost about half of the value of that thing of coffee. Not a big deal, but it doesn't keep the remaining servings in there, unfortunately. So we've got our boba ready to go, and I think we're going to end the day. Remarkably, today we make a profit. If we had had another, I don't know, 80 cents, we wouldn't have, because I would have bought some milk. But it was pretty amazing. I mean, it was day 5. We finally turned a profit. We have spent a lot of money to try to unlock some things a little bit early, as it turns out, but that's okay. I think at this point mulling over lemonade's higher volume. Coffee seems to be a higher price. I offer... actually, I can't remember the prices between coffee and lemonade, but assuming they're the same, that implies that more customers like larger coffees. I don't know. All right, yeah, here was the a new task. On day 6, they wanted me to start buying coffee or making coffee. I guess they needed me to do lemonade for longer. And so what I'm going to have to do ultimately is sell my coffee thing or buy another one. I don't know. I don't know that I can sell, actually. That's interesting. Anyway, I think I'm going to have to just rebuy these things. Buy another grinder, buy another coffee machine, buy more coffee beans. That will be fine. And the paper cups, too. I mean, that's not... I'm eventually going to buy those anyway. Here's the thing, though. It says talk to Mr. Wong to buy the coffee beans, not order them online. I'll have to find out. Okay, we are open. The store is open for your convenience, as a certain rusty champagne would say. Hello. There you go. I finally figured out how to type in my computer. I like they show you a QR code. So one thing that I'm trying to do here in today's playthrough, I mean, you could have put the coffee in first, but that's okay. Aside from criticizing my past self on how poorly they were playing. But, yay. A big part of today's thing is that I really wanted to get the process down of always having the sticker on the cup first. So, like, even before I do anything else, I'm starting to try to... Does it say refrigerator or freezer? I can't remember. Sorry, having an ADHD day watching myself back. There's too much stuff going on. I can't focus. How did I focus playing this? There we go. Trying to put the labels on the cups as soon as possible. And I obviously flubbed this one. And this will come back to haunt me later, I remember. But, first couple of episodes, I kind of got in the habit of sometimes completely losing my place. Just completely losing the plot on what drinks went where and so forth. And so you can do that with the milk too. You don't have to pick up the milk. It's fine. There we go. And so I just have cups sitting around with different things and different levels of sweetness and so forth. So I'm really trying to get in the habit, like I said, of just picking up a cup and immediately putting on the label so that I can see what that is. Small lemonade. And that one did not have one on it. Yup. Doofus. Wrong one. What a dork. There you go. Yeah, it just says ice maker. So, I don't know. I'd like to try to put the milk in there. And if it doesn't let me, fine. We know that it doesn't spoil on the shelves. This is purely for health department reasons. The ice maker is interesting to me. It clearly has a limited inventory and recoups over time. But I have not even come close to getting to that point. And I'm pretty full up on my day. As in, I couldn't handle much more on my own. I'm already spending... I'm curious now. We'll see when we get to that point in the video how long I stay on the day versus finishing orders in the evening, because I feel like I spend a lot of time after the store closes at 21 still preparing orders. And in that case, I am nowhere near fast enough to use ice faster than it is regenerating. Ooh, is somebody going to want iced coffee? Now I'm curious about this. Because that also implies you might need a lot more cubes of ice instead of just one or two. So it could be that just now... yeah, okay. I'm kind of looking forward to the really sinking my teeth into the mid-game. Nope. That is a little weird, though. Hang on. I can pre-make that, too. Well, I mean, I guess, arguably, you can pre-make all of this stuff. If I wanted to, I could make a ton of these and just have them sitting out room temperature waiting for folks. I don't know about coffee. If I remember the next time I stream this, I will make a cup of coffee in the morning, and probably I'd like to do like a lemonade or something too, and fill the lemonade with ice, and obviously leave the coffee on, and leave them out all day and see if there is a room temperature normalization of some kind. Ooh, I hope Apple doesn't sue me because my video has the Apple Pay noise on it. It's not me, it's the game, I swear. Alright, I got a little behind on the lemonades and bobas, I think, so I wanted to try to get caught up. I do remember at this point starting to get a little bit harried. This was a bit. And again, I don't feel like I'm anywhere close to the level of franticness activity required for some of these things. I need to move that liquid container. That is too far away. Is that what you wanted? Yep. You got this. Sorry for questioning your judgment. Coughed. Yeah. I also remember a couple of times when there were some orders that I kind of freaked out on, like, oh, that one's complex. I need to get it done. And it's like, nope, room temperature lemonade. Or just plain coffee. Ooh, wait, that one didn't say yes. Oh, I missed it. See, yeah, I can't really notice that on the left. It's tiny text and there's so much going on. Whew. Yeah, so I got that order wrong. Alas. I still don't remember the one from yesterday that we got penalized for. I might consider... I wonder if I can move that sync. See, I don't really feel like these things are in the most efficient order. Got that one right. Yay. I also kind of wish, given how cozy this game really is, that it would be nice for it to give you a little more information on whether you got the order right or not before you sent it out. You know, a little more affordance and signposting for, hey, this order still needs something, or you flubbed it and did too much, that kind of thing. Orange coffee. Oh no, I just noticed it puts the date on the sticker. So that means that person ordered that drink an hour in game ago. It said 1757. $18.16. So you only waited an hour. These are exceedingly patient people. Again, it's a thing I really love about this. The quote unquote stress. The main gameplay is not worrying about whether people get pissed off and leave. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the cozy nature of this game. And really, you could argue the only complaints I have about it are places where it kind of breaks the coziness slightly. Like the liquid container, if you accidentally... even if you're not intending to misclick, like you could click on it and this is when I find out that I have to go grind some more. But you could click on it thinking that you turned it off and then turn around and have to make more green tea again, which is probably not the kind of mistake that you would make in real life. I'm assuming it's happened at some point, but yeah, the mechanic of just kind of, I don't know. I'm sure there's a more succinct way of describing this. Oh, man, my Steam achievements do come in weird with my graphics. I don't know why it does that. It's all fine. That was fun. Anyway, I really like that each item is some kind of baseline. That baseline's boba, lemonade, whatever. And then you just have other properties that you can manipulate of it. Temperature, sweetness, flavorings, if you consider things like the tapioca pearls or the lemons or the orange slices I think we get to do. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, I guess I don't know what I was doing. I still have to finish orders. Yeah, again, I've got 3 or 4 orders. It is 9 p.m. This person ordered that at... It didn't tell me. I mean, it did. I just couldn't read it behind the press enter to start the day. But I'm going to assume that one looked like 1915. So you've waited nearly 2 hours for a cup of coffee. Super patiently. I have no complaints. Not enough milk. That's not the right milk container. You ordered some more. Hey, you found it. There we go. See, I got that one nicely. love that. Even though I wasn't it coffee? Nailed those ice levels in my coffee. All right, get some more lemons. Yeah. Yeah, not necessarily realistic in terms of you don't want to just leave sliced lemons out all night, I'm going to assume. It doesn't feel ideal to do that. Then again, I don't know, like that's kind of what bars do. No, surely they put all that stuff up. They're just left out during the day. I still want to try to put that in the freezer. I don't care. It would at least look a little bit better. This concept of keeping milk on a shelf, especially milk used in cold boba tea. Oh no, I misspeak. It's not cold. It's room temperature. It was boiling, and then I pulled it and poured it in there. So for at least a couple of people, it's probably pretty hot. That does surprise me briefly. Okay, so before I get back to that, this time I was trying to see if I could refill the cup containers the same way that I add ingredients to an order. But I could not. You still have to do this fairly manually. Anyway, given that they've got all of the tools, it's kind of interesting to me that you don't have to cool down the hot tea, you know? Imagine, yeah, you need to refill the tea in the middle of the day. Rutro, you need to use your whole ice maker's worth of ice to cool it down. I don't know. For some reason, I'm obsessed with this ice maker. I like ice makers. I have they call it nugget ice, but it's Sonic ice, really, like the Sonic drive-in. If you know what those are, it's just the small little chunky bits of ice that are easier to crunch, more satisfying. They make a nicer sound. I really like those. I wonder how they'd be in Boba, though. I bet it'd be fun. Like, Boba's kind of a, crunchy sensory, or at least chewing sensory experience to some extent. No, I'll make some coffee there. Spoils in 2 days. So the pot spoils if I leave it on the counter with stuff in it, but if I pour it into another container, I guess it doesn't. I don't know. That's interesting. Let's see. What was I talking about? I mean, that's the watermelon and orange slices. Orange water, I guess that would be. I don't know. Or orangeade. But the tutorial might be a little bit delayed just because I have to go and buy all that stuff again. I'm trying to see what that is. Yeah, it looks like there's some more boba. That's the green tea there, weirdly. Purchased from the grocery shop shelf. Do not know how to unlock watermelon water. And then below that, it almost looks like water. Like just water. And I'm guessing that one I have to recycle some boxes. But I never encountered the box person again. I don't know. But we're going to do our pricing. So yeah, it's pretty clear now that the Coffee makes more simply because it costs more, which is fine. It's a little weird. Coffee's almost less effort than the lemonade. I don't know. It's fine. I'm looking into some floors and stuff like that at this point in the store. I do discover that these are one tile or one wall only. So if you want to paint the whole place, it's not $10. You're going to have to save up a little bit, which I suppose is fine. I guess if you, I don't know, it'd be nice at least if they told you how much you are going to need. But again, that's, not that much of an issue. I do like the color that ends up being, but it's certainly not purple. I wonder about the wall shelf. That could be interesting because if I can store, I don't know, lemons and sugar up there, that would be a lot easier. Yeah, because going back to the back really does take a while. I wish I could store things in the cabinets, but I can't. Those doors don't actually work. Alright, headed over here to see what they've got again to restock for the day. Yeah, at some point, I'm hoping I've got a little bit of enough runway that I can buy 5 or 6 sugars a day and just kind of leave them, or keep a stock of 5 or 6. That's really what it is. All right, so at this point, I'm going around to see if there's anything else purchasable in here, and there really is not, except for the stuff in the middle. Sorry about the shaky shake there. He's studying Voronoi textures. I don't know. Weird guy. Like, he seems friendly enough. Ah, yeah, the cat chow. The kitty. Oh, so cute. 12 vitamins, high quality ingredients. How many minerals? 10. Okay, now if you are like me and remember that there's a cat like right there, then feel free to make fun of past me that had forgotten. And to be fair, I only know that there's a cat there now because I am no longer past me and re-encountered the cat. There's our bucket of paint. Again, not a bad color. I like it, but it's not purple. That is not purple. That's pastel indigo. I don't know. It's something. It's dark. That's not the problem. It is low saturation and it's a little too blue. Did I finally remember there's a cat? No. Not yet. I'm thinking I'm going to put it in a box or something. 12 vitamins and 20 minerals. Delicious salmon flavor. My cats don't like... Well, no, one of my cats doesn't like fish. The others like fish. She is the goofy one that doesn't really care for it. Even tuna. Like, she'll sort of sniff it and look at it a couple of times and get the juice off, and then that's about it. So there was our green tea recipe that we can unlock. Now I think I'm going around trying to see if there's a cat here. Here, kitty. No, it's about in the most obvious place it could be, Kels. Right in front of the store. You've already talked to the kitty. In my defense, in past me's defense, I do remember liking this little space in the middle. I don't know, just sort of a liminal kind of back alley thing. But I only really encountered the cat on the first episode. The second one very much focused on just making stuff. So I had just forgotten all about the cat. thought that was water briefly. And I still think it's kind of an unusual texture, but I'm guessing that just means it's exclusively bike lanes. Our bike lanes are often painted green as opposed to the bus lanes are red over here in the States, but assuming they continue that in the UK, who knows? Oh yeah, and the little Halloween things, which no idea. It almost looks like a Jack Skellington pumpkin, which is cute. Again, I mean, I cannot get enough of these traffic cones. I freaking love those things. They've got lights on the side. You can change the colors. Oh, yeah, look at that. They're so cool. Really neat little traffic cones. I mean, it's hard to say. This whole place looks kind of... Oh, yeah. Check this place out. Look at this. I can't go inside. I'm so frustrated I can't go inside. Because look at this place. So obviously some sort of wizard's sanctum. What is it? Can I eventually make magic things? I don't know. And yeah, the purple light right at you. I mean, come on. That's really cool. And no like a complete facade. Yeah, that's really cool. I hope we find out what that is at some point. I mean, there's got to be even more stuff I haven't discovered, right? There's unlocking the what I presume is just water recipe, but also just I don't know. There's got to be more here that I haven't encountered yet. And of course, I still haven't found the cat. He's there. Keep looking. You're almost there. And aha, there we go. There it is. He had to yell at me. He's a black cat. Avoid at 21 in Tokyo. What can I say? Meow meow. Kitty thanks you very much for the gift. Yay, kitty. All right. Well, I think we're about to wrap it up for the day and for the video. I appreciate you sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the unexpected alternative commentary for this video after the fact. If you're still here and like what you see, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see some more. I think there's a notification thing there as well. But yeah, thanks again for hanging out with me today. And we will see you next time here in Boba Cafe. That's it. I'll get the name of the game right at some point. Boba Cafe Simulator Demo. Again, this game is available on Steam. It is just the demo for now. The full game is expected to release this year. So until the next time, have a great one, and we will see you.